Hello, air signs. This is your reading for the second week of October, the 8th through the 21st. Let's just go ahead and spray the element spray to tune into the energy. Okay, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. What do we have? Right off the bat, when I split the deck, we've got patience and conditioning. So there seems to be a theme here. Divine timing is also a theme this week. Of course, it usually is a theme. To get some general energy for the collective, I pulled some crystals from my pouch, and I got tiger's eye, a tormented quartz that I found, this feather that I call my feather of Ma'at, which is kind of funny because it's Libra season in the scales, and that's what it's based off of. Is your heart light as a feather? So, in my pineal gland stone, I don't know if I said this or not, tormented quartz also. I found this outside actually, so it's got even more special meaning to me. So this has to do with anchoring in higher awareness, higher knowledge, knowledge from a higher perspective, and then kind of integrating that into your being. There's a lot of things happening. We actually have the 1010 portal too. I forgot to mention that in the Earth Signs video. I do want to do a separate video for the full moon in Aries. There's just a lot going on right now. I just kind of want to get into the reading and see what comes out for air signs. Spirit, what messages do you have for air signs? Oh, come on. Outsider. Oh. Beyond illusion. Maybe it would be something along the lines of getting a new perspective. With this card, I'm always thinking, like, you aren't being kept from anything. That's the way you're choosing to feel. If you would just turn around, there might be so much more. This is also the same little kid from the adventure card. So it's like, instead of a locked gate, it's like this rainbow doorway. So why would you choose to feel this way if you could transmute that? Find power in the pain. See beyond the illusion. And that also has to do with that higher knowledge and bringing that higher perspective in. Libra season is kind of about seeing things from other perspectives. Maybe you're suppressing this. You're suppressing doing the work. You're maybe speaking your truth. Maybe just feeling alone and tied down and you just don't know where to start. There's conditioning again. This life is not meant to break you. I mean, ultimately that could be something that happens, but it's meant to make you. So when you have these feelings of suppression and feeling like you're kept out of something or that you're missing out on something, when you learn how to transmute that energy into something that's actually going to work for you, you become an unstoppable force. So the sooner that you can get started on that realization and having and knowing that there's something else to be had, something else to be seen, then you can start stepping out of this. Did you see that? I wonder what else just flew out. We got 3 cards. I'll read them. Courage, sorrow, and the Fool. When I was like stepping out into this new, there it is. He's not afraid to take the leap. He's like ready for new things. So it looks like there's some kind of emotional release that needs to happen in order to grow. And it's almost like these go together. It's like when he removes this feeling of being tied down, and this kind of reminds me of like angry. It looks angry. Well, at the root of most anger, if not all anger, it's grief. So it's like these clouds have come down and it's given him a chance to see a way out, because you can kind of see like little stars up here and you can't see any here. So by doing that, having that release and being vulnerable, it takes courage to be vulnerable, to bust out of that shell. So the seeds of wisdom that are inside from having all these life experiences can blossom. And he's holding some white flowers, and this is white flowers. It's like he's got the courage in his hand to take this leap. But it's okay to be vulnerable, and it is okay to have the emotional release. This also kind of reminds me of having a blockage in the DNA, and that usually happens as a result of trauma. That's why not everyone is walking around activated glowing light being, right? So, whatever happens this week, it's like there's going to be some kind of revelation that you have around moments in your life, and then that will allow you to have the courage to take this new beginning. So what do you have on the top? So this is being grateful for everything in the everyday. Just enjoying the mundane, seeing the magic in everything. We got consciousness on the bottom. Ooh, integration. This came up for earth signs. So this is doing that inner shadow work, integrating the lessons of life and turning that into power. So we've got that, the ordinariness, and then consciousness, which is everything. So your everyday and then everything else, and integrating that in some way to create this new beginning. And then we have the source card on the bottom, and that's bringing illumination to something. It's also another element here. It's like the sun. Hello. Oh, here's that little kid that I was talking about on the adventure cards. That's funny, it's right there. Anyway, so it's got light, it's got sun, it's got the tears, which is like rain, the emotion, so that you have this courage to step out and away from feeling like you've been locked out of things. So, I'm going to use the earth magic for air signs, and let's get a card for Gemini for the second week of October. If you want any further clarification, or you want to see where things overlap for you, you can always check your sun, moon, or rising. After all, or you could just watch them all. We all have everything in our chart somewhere, and everything is pretty activated. Ooh, okay. Ancestors, generations. I was just talking about blocked DNA and trauma. That's handed down through our families, through thought patterns, beliefs, situations, things that just keep repeating. And once you choose to stop and become aware of it, you can take off the sheepskin. And lions are a sign of courage. The 1010 portal might be significant for you as well, Gemini, so we'll see what goes on with that. Let me know if it resonates. Libra, this is your season. Balancing relationships. What do we have for Libra? Not definitive enough. Libra. Give me a card for Libra. Time. Okay, Libra. We got love and compassion. And that reminds me a lot of this feather that I was talking about, my stone feather, where you want your heart to be light as a feather. And look how illuminated it is. So that's really beautiful. Balancing out relationships, even give and take. Yeah, this is great. I really like that a lot. Maybe this integration and all that will be bringing you new love, or maybe that's what you need courage for, to take a chance in for something new to happen. That could be what's going on for Libras. We have for Aquarius. It just flew out of there. Cave, sanctuary. Go within and really see what you enjoy. And how you can bring that out and bring forward that into a new beginning, and how that can serve the collective and yourself at the same time. This could also be like maybe just get away from people for a little while. Do some kind of fun project with yourself. Maybe take a spiritual bath. Do something you enjoy. And meditation is huge. That's a big theme. That's on the bottom. Wake up call, tsunami. I don't know if this has been going on for anybody else, but there has been so many things about Lemuria and Atlantis just popping up and popping up and popping up. And I'm seeing this, and it's almost like maybe there's something like that coming back for some of you too. We've got the Ancestors card here. We've got love. Lemuria was a very loving society. So maybe we're bringing in old things or reactivating old things in new ways. But this tsunami is almost more of like an emotional wave. And there's the reflection of a full moon. I guess I never really paid attention to that before. So the full moon could have something to do with this. Oh, I'm just seeing this now. We've got the sun and the moon. And then we've got the sun and the moon and the balancing. So this is pretty cool, air signs. Let me know if this ends up resonating for you. I might do a pick a card for the full moon reading because I've been starting to get like a download about it. So stay tuned. Have a great week, guys.